WGEM Sports with Sports Director Tony Cornish Jr.
It was indeed another exciting day on the campus of Quincy Notre Dame as two more Raider student athletes representing the proud class of 2023 signed national letters of intent. The first young man in the local tri-state sports spotlight this evening at 10th and Jackson is a two-sport standout that is now set to head to the Hoosier State after graduation coming up this spring. Quincy Notre Dame head football coach Jack Cornell was also on hand at today's signing ceremony for Raider football and basketball standout Jackson Stratton. Jackson was joined by his proud mom, his dad, and his sister Sage as he signed on with Butler University inside the pit. Stratton is now officially set to join the Big East Conference school located in Indianapolis, Indiana. To Stratton's delight, the coaches at BU have targeted Jackson to see time on the turf at the safety position for the Bulldogs. After his signing ceremony came to a close, Jackson offered a few thoughts on just why he selected Butler after a long recruiting process.
Really like the coaching staff and the plan they had for me. Like the academics there, and overall a great campus, and it's someplace I see myself in the next 4 years.
What do you plan to major in?
Finance. It's been a dream of mine, and I'm really looking forward to pursuing that.